Lust for life, lust for love. Like love is the main subject that I'm going to talk about today. And I'm questioning it every day. Like, what is love? How can I know? What does it mean? How can I recognize if I love or not? You know, I will introduce you one person that she will tell you more. That's Denisa. She's from Czech Republic and she's 25 years old. She's quite a happy person. Not quite. She's a happy person with like a lot of desires. And actually she's the person who have like a big lust for life. And we are asking what is like the biggest happiness of the life or on the world. And if you ask someone, people are like, it's love, and love is everywhere. And everyone knows love, or we all experience it, but actually Denisa is asking, how can I know what is love? Do I love someone? She's really confused. And in her heart was creating, she created 3 rooms in her heart. And we're gonna introduce you the first one. And the first one is the one that was always with her. And is this person. Her name is Unfaithful, or we can say seduction or cheating. And actually, they became a bit like a friends, but normally, I don't know if people are like friends with their like a little devil inside themselves. But Denisa is trying to find her as a friend, or just, you know, she is a bit different than Denisa, so she is trying to understand her because she's like a big part of her, maybe like a alter ego or something. So always when Denisa had some like relationship, mostly was in with the guys, she started to cheat on them, which is not really nice, but you know, it was somehow natural for her because she felt this like a big desire for the guys, for the other guys. So, but they never been like friends with Unfaithful because it was so difficult. You know, in your family, people, if they are cheating, they never say like, yeah, it's good, you can do it, but just do it with like truth. Nobody say this. They are like cheating, but it's hidden. And Denisa was raised in this like environment. But when she was cheating all the time, she was like saying to Unfaithful, like, okay, let's look at the mirror. And she's the mirror. You are so huge. You are like everywhere inside my body. Like everywhere, in my head, in my face, in my eyes, in my boobs, in my stomach, in my heart. You are all there. You are in my legs. You are everywhere. How can I get you out? And she cannot, because this is a part of her life. And Denisa let her grow really big, which means that, yeah, they are the same size. It means that Denisa is full of the cheating, full of this desire, full of the lying and failure. But you can see Denisa is still laughing. Denisa is quite happy because she knows that this is not the end of the world. Some people, I mean, everyone maybe desire other people. And I'm asking, like, how is it with the monogamy? Why are you monogamy? And there are some people who are living like, single. But what's the problem next? That they are feeling lonely. So how Denisa could be happy with some boyfriend, but also with this like a big desire, how she let her grow up so huge. So yeah, we are asking, how can we live with this unfaithfulness or with this desire? Is it possible? What is monogamy? Do we have to be monogamy? Maybe it's the question of education or the question of sociality, or maybe it's like it's genetic, maybe that, yes, some people, they just don't cheat because they don't have this DNA of this like a person, but some of them, they have it. And I'm sure that Denisa inherited it from, yeah, maybe her mother's side. So that's it. But now it's becoming like the part of the first room in Denisa's heart, right here. I mean, somewhere in the middle, I can hear it, how it is beating, like you can do it like this. And we can put this seduction a bit far away for now, because when Denisa met Yeshi with his like a beautiful face and beautiful blue eyes, she fell in love a lot. So there wasn't a place for cheating. Like, why? In the beginning, it's never happening that you are cheating. You are happy, in the beginning. So that's how they are now. But how this thing happened? Yesi is a Czech guy and Denisa is a Czech girl. And he started to teach in the Faculty of Fine Arts. He was giving some classes. And Denisa was his like a little student. Oh. So, they were talking and talking. And once, where Yeshi was sitting in the bar, and yeah, he was drinking some beers. I mean, he likes beer a lot. But that's the Czech tradition. It's okay if you like beer. So he was taking like a lot of beers. Actually, like 4 pieces, it's like a normal thing. But yeah, he was enjoying his life because he's like drawing a lot and he's an artist. So he was sitting in the bar and a bit like a melancholy mood. Yeah, making his drawing. And Denisa was just going to this pub and being like, ooh, what next can we do today? Because of her birthday that day. I don't know how old she was turning, how many years, I guess it was like 3.5 years ago. So maybe she was turning, now she's 25, so maybe 21 or 20. And she was like looking at him, and she recognized that it's like Yeji. And she came to him because she knows him from the classes, and like, hi, how are you? And taking a beer, and they were drinking together, which is like a connecting point, alcohol. And they were doing a chin chin, but actually they don't say chin chin because in Czech Republic we say na zdraví. So they were saying na zdraví, na zdraví, and drinking like a lot. So if you are drunk or tipsy, you can be like a freer person, and yeah, feeling really like cool and warm. So that's how they felt. And they were sitting next to each other and talking and like laughing a lot. And touching each other, but accidentally, of course. And talking about some like maybe art stuff, but also like a different stuff. And what happened and what is the important point? There is in the bar, which has the name Pomalach, which means like a slowly bar. There is a jukebox, and it's like amazing little box where you can put some coins right in this hole. Let's put some money right here and right here, and the songs are playing and people could dance. And even if they are talking with the body language, you can, I don't know, you can get to know each other like maybe faster, or touching, flirting, and having this mood. And then there started to be the song of Madonna. Madonna was playing, and when she was singing with her beautiful voice and they were dancing, Denisa came closer to Yeji and she kissed him right on his half lips and half cheek. Maybe it was a bit like a wetter kiss with like a lot of salivas, not just like. And from that moment, Yeji held Denisa's hands, and right next to the jukebox, they kissed the whole night, they kissed a lot, and they are kissing until now, which is already 3 years. So what can we say about the room that Yeji and Denisa built it up? Of course, the room is like with some beers, but you shouldn't think about Denisa and Yeji that they're alcoholic, because they are not. So they started to live together quite early. I mean, almost after like a month, or yeah, that's quite fast. But now, what can we show? It's, for example, the bed, which was from the beginning of Yeji's place on the floor, and it was just a mattress. And this place remember a lot of things, and they are sleeping in this mattress the whole time, having beautiful but also difficult times, difficult could be like so many ways. And if you love someone, you are sharing like a daily moments, which is, for example, having a dinner around the round table with a candle, which is like a romantic way of dinner. And you know what is really symbolic for Denisa and Yiri is like their carpet, which is like the Persian carpet, beautiful, beautiful pattern. And that's a symbol what Denisa and Yiri loves. They love art, design, and quality things. But what I have here is, for example, that Yiri loves stones. Everywhere where they were together to some woods, forests, or mountains, they are collecting stones because Yiri believes that stones have like a lot of energy, and he's sometimes meditating with them like this, which is beautiful. So let's keep it in his hands. What we can say as well, that what they have in common is like the country, which is Czech Republic, and the language. So you know, if you speak your language, it's like really you, because I think it's really natural for each of us if we are speaking our own language. So they could understand each other really well, but they can also understand each other well with their body language. And so they are going to the woods and to the mountains. And you see, again, he's like a really active guy. He has this like a beautiful back and always keeping everything in his bag, going to the mountains. And Denisa is like a little bit tired, but Yiri is always strong with his back. So he's having this bag, but he's also having the skateboard, which is here. And this one, he knows how to ride a lot. And because he's like a good boyfriend, he bought this skateboard for Denisa, but maybe it's just his like a secret wish that she will knows how to ride the skateboard, and then they will ride together. So they are doing it. But they are also doing like a laundry together, which is creating this home atmosphere, and you know, sharing things that are not always like fun, because doing laundry could be fun, but could be also a bit like, oof, not today. What we can say that Denisa, when Yushi was having his birthday, she gave him like so many plants like this. Oh, let's give it to him. Happy birthday, honey. We say, šťastné narozeniny, miláčku. So yeah, that's like her favorite plant, which is called monstera. So you can see. So in their relationship, it's a lot visible, the nature and how nature is important for all of us. And for example, what is beautiful about these plants is that, you know, it's just like a little seed that you can put into the ground. And if you take care about it, it grows and it grows. So it can become really big. I mean, it can become really healthy plant and beautiful. So that's like a love. If you take care about it, it can grow up a lot. because in the beginning it's like a little seed like this. So they're also going to camp. I think they enjoy their life a lot and they love each other a lot. But what happened is that the friend of Denisa start to meet her, visit her slowly, of course. She was really careful because she knew that Denisa is really in love, so why should she destroy her relationship with Yiji? But she was really slow with it. And you know what's happening if you are in the relationship and in the beginning it's like full of love and you have these like butterflies in your belly, but after a while it's changing. And that's maybe what happened to Denisa. She discovered her second part again, and when it happened she was really sad and she was crying a lot. This is her happy face and this is her sad face. So she became really sad. You know, normally you are trying to do it as you already did it, which means you don't talk about it because, oh my God, why should I tell him like, yeah, I cheated on you? So then you are always afraid. But when they started to talk about it, because if you take care about someone, you try to do different things, going behind your comfortable zone, and yeah, the truth has to always appear. So Yeji also wasn't happy like how he is here, but he became sad. But what is important to say, that they started to talk about the unfaithful part of Denisa, which is like somehow natural for her. And Yeji, he didn't leave. He took her hand and tell her that they could try it, they could fix it, they could work on their relationship, like, you know, putting some water to the plants. So this unfaithful became visible and somehow a friend of them. But you know, the faces are still sad, which is not such a big thing, but you know, people should be happy. But after a while, the sad face turned to the happy face because unfaithful took a break. She took a break because Denisa was again happy with Yeji because she didn't expect this reaction. But you know what happened? Denisa went to an Erasmus to Estonia, to Estonian Academy of Art, which is amazing. This Erasmus was amazing also because of another person, which is creating the third room. First room is unfaithful, the second room is Yeji, and the third room is Alexei. A room means that there are like places in our heart where we are keeping memories with exact person, we are keeping the emotions, we try to don't mix them, but you know, heart is not three separate things, heart is one, so it's still going like chaotically. And even if Denisa didn't want to fall in love, Denisa actually don't know if you can choose who you're gonna love, because it's something that it's like about emotions. You cannot really choose. You just feel it and then it's happening. And in Estonia, in different country where you are like full of expectations and you enjoy your life maybe more because you feel like, okay, let's do it. Then she met Alexei, who is from France, and he is living in Paris. So what they have in common, how their room looks. A lot of nights they were spending in the dormitory, because it's like the thing, if you are a student coming to another city, you are not having a lot of money, you are sleeping in the shared room and in the dormitory. So that was like the symbol of maybe the place where they have fun. These are shells in the dormitory room. This is the country that they connect them together, because if they will not go, they will never meet, let's say, maybe. And everyone has some like nicknames and symbols of their fun, of law or love, or how they called each other. So for them it's like this rabbit, because yeah, Alexei thinks that Denisa looks like a rabbit with this like a nose. So we don't know, but a rabbit is a nice animal, so let's say it's fine. The nice thing was when Alexei's parents came to visit him in Estonia, they brought him like this huge cheese from France, which was smelling so bad but tasting so good. So cheese is like a French thing, and it's also something that Denisa remember a lot. And there is a Kadrior park in Estonia, in Tallinn, where during the winter they were working a lot and having fun. And after, Denisa visited Alexei in Paris for her first time, which she really enjoyed. And what next? She's really enjoying being with Alexei. But in her mind or in her heart, there is still Yizi. And while Denisa was in Estonia, the unfaithful was hidden again, which is not a good sign. She should let her be visible and talk about this thing with Yizi, but she didn't. She was afraid. But after a while, happened this, that Denisa went back to Czech Republic, and because of the shared place where they are living together, Yizi and Denisa, they have to, start to live together again. But Denisa was calling with Alexei. She was calling him, and they were happy. They were video calling, but if you are calling with Alexei in the same time, Yizi is sad. Yizi is really sad. And when Denisa was in Estonia, she was calling with Yizi, and he was really happy because she was calling him. But Alexei, because he was in the same place as Denisa, was sad. So can Denisa be all the time like calling one and being with the other one in the same time? but always there is someone who is sad. So what can she do? So they started to talk about it. We can say that they are like sad faces now because of this like a difficult topic and uneasy to talk. All of them are sad, all of them. But all of them love each other. I mean, they two never met together, but now as you see, they are really close. And actually they are close also in the reality because Denisa is the point which is in the middle. So unfaithful or cheating, which was really like full of food because all the stuff what happened with Alexei was so like wow, so much. So it grows up a lot and it was really huge. And Denisa almost like explode. It was crazy. But so she tries to open herself, and they all were honest to each other. And honest could be good represented by being a naked, because you cannot pretend anything. You cannot hide anything behind your clothes. You are really like true. So yeah, then it's a take off the face of lying and cheating and trying to be honest to Yuri and to Alexei. And what I wanted to say next that, so yeah, let's be honest. Let's be all together. I wanted to say that it's really difficult for all of them. And they are both really sad, but they both love Denisa. And Denisa loves both them. Or she thinks she loves, because maybe she doesn't really know what is love. But what I wanted to say that it's really important to see if it's that difficult or not, because what is life about? Is it like being quiet, enjoying every moment, and like being present, but in the same time you have to take care of what you have or what you want, and there are always some consequences. So even if the discussion opened, what happened is that now they're all living together, like in this virtual room of Denisa's heart, which is here. Right here is the heart. This is her tattoo. But the heart is like still one place, even if there are like these 3 rooms, Yiri rooms, which was the, let's say, first big love, but second after this unfaithful, because unfaithful was always there since she was born maybe. And Alex is the third one. So now it's becoming this questioning part, what we can do. And this means that we're gonna change the situation. So there is always this rational part, because we are like humans from the both sides. Like one is heart, which is really emotional, which is here. It's like love, emotion, intuition, and heart. But there is also like the rational thinking in our mind always, or in our like making decisions. So it's rational, it's reason, it's what I should do, and it's mind. So who is sitting in this like a corridor of mind? I guess Denisa is there. Denisa is on the spot, and she's the main person who can somehow decide what is going to happen. Because let's say she now wants to keep unfaithful, which now it's not unfaithful or even not like cheating, because it became visible. So it's more like seduction, which is a beautiful thing, I guess, but you have to know how to treat it. And if it's that big, like how Denisas is, it's difficult. So let's say that she will be always there, she will stay. And now we have these two guys. We can also put the clothes down because they have nice bodies. I can show you. I also know that they are hairy a bit, so you know, here are some hairs. And like everyone has beautiful feet, so we also painted some feet. So yeah, to be naked, to be without our status, without our clothes, it means that it's really like us. We cannot pretend anything. And that's what is maybe the message of this experience, that if you are lying, it will eat you. So you should be always truthful and honest. But it's hard. And it's also easy to lie, but then the lie has always like the end of the story. She's never like the winner. So Yuji loves yellow, and he's like a yellow man. So that's why he is yellow. Yellow is also like the color of mind and intelligence, which is total him. And it's like that you are really emphatic. And he's wearing a lot of yellow clothes. And Alexei, he is like a skin color because he loves these pastel colors and yeah, natural materials. So what are the questions of mind, of like a reason, or what should I do? What should I do? It's to keep Yishi with me, to live with him, because we are already together and we experienced a lot, and he knows me as I am, he likes me as I am, and I should maybe give him back what I own him because of this cheating part. So what should I do? It's like to break up with Alexei, or what is also rational is to stay with Alexei because it's like new, and you know, you can travel, you can find another things, you can experience a different life, and yeah, you should break up with Yeji. And they both know you as you are. But you know, Denisa is still this like a sad face because, oh my God, what can I do? Do I have to choose? And that's what is happening with the hard part. Because heart also has some questions. And this could be a bit different. So we put the light spot behind the heart, which is here. And there, what is Denisa asking inside her heart? I guess with heart, she can change her face because heart is like, we can take it like a the truth, or what is real, what we really want. Can we really guess what we want? We should feel it, we guess. So yeah, Denisa in her heart is telling her, hey, my dear, you can stay alone, you can enjoy your life, you can still keep both of the guys and, make them happy. But this rational part is just saying, oh no, they don't want to do it, and you also don't want to do it, because then you have to call all the time, these calls, like calling one, calling the second one. So it's taking like a lot of energy. So Denisa is also thinking like, but yeah, there is nothing bad to break up with someone because this is just life. And if nothing, there is nothing worse than like a death, maybe. So it's still like a small thing. And if you are talking about it that openly, how they all do, it's beautiful. So Denisa is questioning like, do I have to choose between someone? Isn't it weird to like compare if the one is like taller or smaller or more beautiful? It doesn't really matter. What matter is what they are giving you and what you can give it to them, and how do you feel with them. So now it seems that they are friends, but they are not. So let's put them like here. There is also like a question if Denisa really have to choose, and if it's important for her to choose one guy and being with one person for the whole life, because maybe the society is becoming different. Maybe she doesn't want to have babies, maybe she doesn't want to marry, maybe she wants to be an artist and being like so free, being alone with her art and not doing like something bad to the others, because then they are sad, as you see the face. So what is beautiful is that when we are talking about love, how we are born, there are like two people. Let's say this is a guy or girl, it doesn't really matter, but naturally it a bit matters. But something connect, which means our genitals, but also it has to be, it's like an act of love. Making love is an act of love, which means that we are so happy together and we love each other, and that moment creates a new life, which is like amazing. And that's the love. We cannot really like choose who we gonna love. We just feel it, and actually we can love so many people, because if you're a mother and you are having like 3 children, you don't tell them like I love one more than the other one. So yeah, there is no answer yet how this will evolve or how it will end. I mean, there are some possibilities, but what is important to say that Denisa appreciate those people as a persons, not like a boyfriend or girlfriend or like my lover because you are so good in our bed or blah blah blah. No, they understand each other like a partners or like a friends. So if this could happen, she will like hug all of them, and they supposed to be a freedom. So if one decide the other thing, for example, Yuri will fall in love with someone else, Denisa should let him love this person, or and they still can stay like together, or each of them or every one of them could find someone else and love. But what is important is maybe not who you love, but it's always be honest and truthful, and your heart will be like telling you, hey, you are good. So I am thinking that I am like Denisa. She's more up for heart, which is still lighting, than for mind and rational decisions. Because what will we do with our rational decisions? I want to say that like this, it looks so beautiful. So 3 rooms in my heart are still there. I am visiting them. I am taking care about them. And Denisa is still like one piece. She didn't explode yet. So let's see how it will evolve. But thank you. Thank you for Denisa's open mind and trying to be better person, or like don't hurt people. Thank you to Yeti that he is so patient and he is really understandable person that Denisa never ever met before. And thank you Alexi, because he's also an amazing person and they are learning each other. They are learning from each other and they are teaching each other. And actually this life experience, I guess Denisa gave a lot to think and to change. So if you want, you can clap your hands to Denisa because she's the main actor here. Bye bye. This is Yiri. Check beautiful man with beautiful eyes. And this is Alexi, such a smart guy and such a grateful and nice. I mean, all of them are nice, and Denisa hope that she didn't say anything bad to them. So they are like together. So this is the end.